Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I wanted to come on here and talk about the mess. But before we get into that, I was reading the comments from the Married to Medicine review. Shout out to y'all for leaving comments. Shout out for those who don't even leave comments. Shout out to y'all for just watching my videos, supporting my channel. Thank you for sticking around. Okay? All right. But nonetheless, I was reading the comments from the Married to Medicine review. And this is what someone had to say, and I wanted to expound on this. Pardon the Posh said, Toya was tacky in her reunion outfit. I didn't like that dress on her. The dress was actually really, really cute. And if you got up close to the details, it became cuter. So the dress was, when I saw the dress up close, I was like, oh, it was roses, of course, but you could see the roses, better up close. But anyways, Toya was tacky in her reunion outfit and not for contributing her portion to the ladies' Met Gala. She's so fabulous, doesn't drink 1800 and only orders wine by the bottle, but couldn't give $1,000 for the party to be a team player and promote her brand. Okay, girl. And this is what I wanted to add to that. The problem that I have with Toya, I like Toya. I don't think she's this reality TV star, but she all right. But the issue that I have with Toya is Toya wants to present herself as this person who is this rich, fabulous black woman who, drinks wine in the daytime. And, I play tennis with the other, housewives and mothers in the neighborhood, right? And I go shopping. I drop the kids off at school. But then, girl, when they ask you to give $1,000, you can't even do it. I'm not talking about just regular schmegular people. I'm talking about this group of people, okay? I'm talking about these group of women. $1,000 ain't nothing to them. Y'all walking around here living in $1 million houses, carrying 10,000 plus per handbags, driving $100,000 cars, and then when it's time to just throw just a little something in for a party, we know we're doing this for TV, right? You can't even give $1,000, right? And then you want to run around here talking about when I first met Eugene, I wasn't drinking 1800. I wasn't ordering I wasn't ordering wine by the glass. I was getting about, girl, you were a waitress, girl. Maybe I'm a little offended because she said she don't drink 1800 and I do. Girl, listen, ain't nobody got time to be giving these girls no $45, $50, $55 for a bottle of Casamigos. Girl, I don't have time, and my money is not set up like that. So sometimes, girl, when I want to taste of a little tequila, girl, I go give me some 1800 and she do me right, okay? I ain't never had no problems with 1800, okay? But for real, no, honestly, I'll BS aside. You say you didn't do this and do that when you met Eugene, but you were a whole waitress. I just feel like if Toya wants to give this I'm rich and fabulous, girl, you're gonna have to follow it all the way through. $1,000 ain't nothing to y'all. And if it is, Houston, we have a problem. If $1,000 is a lot to them, girl, I would look at all of them like, girl, $1,000, girl. Y'all over here fussing and cussing for $1,000. And the thing is, now we have to have the conversation. I'm talking about the group of women, not us. Now they have to have the conversation because it's not even necessarily just about the $1,000, right? It's about the simple fact that we're just trying to throw a party for us, right? Your husband is a doctor. We're doctors. The show is Married to Medicine. Girl, why can't we not even asking you to give? They said Dr. Jackie gave $11,000. Some people said 15, somebody said 13, somebody said 11. Let me get onto y'all real fast. Now I love y'all to pieces. Y'all know I love y'all. Okay? We cousins, okay? But some of y'all be trying to set me up for the okie doke. Girl, every time I get to that comment section, that's what I told y'all a long time ago. I gotta tell this story. A long time ago, we were over here girl, kikiing and laughing and talking about people like we always do. Okay, just dragging people by their edges. And I think we were talking about Quad, and somebody said something that Funky Dineva had said. And I was like, what? He said that? I was like, gagged, like, oh, what? Right? And I think I repeated it. And come to find out, he didn't even say it. Girl. So it's like, I feel, and ever since then, I was like, okay, girl, I can't even take what y'all say because I feel like y'all be trying to set me up for the okie dog, right? And so after I went and listened to him, I was like, y'all, whoever told me that, girl, y'all told me a bold-faced lie, girl, he didn't say nothing like that. That's why you always got to hear stuff. You got to hear stuff with your own ears and see it with your own eyes. And so that's one of the reasons why, even though I love when you leave comments, I have to kind of go do my own research, or I have to hear it from somebody who I know, girl, the tea is concrete and real, right? Because one of y'all told me Jackie gave 15,000. Somebody else told me that Jackie gave 13,000. Somebody else told me she gave 12. Somebody else said she gave 11. That's not that big of a deal. It's just we just talking about money, how much money she gave. But it's just a simple fact that, girl, how all y'all say y'all watched the Heavenlies live and y'all gave me all different numbers, girl. But anyways, it's just a simple fact that now we have to talk about Toya not wanting to give to a party, right? And you got Jackie out here giving between $11,000 to $15,000. You got Heavenly, I think, who gave $7,000. And then we just asking you just to throw in something so we can say that we threw this party together. You see what I'm saying? Girl, just give $1,000. That's all we need. And you can't even do that. You can't even do that. Like, I don't understand. I just don't get how Toya moves. I don't. Like, it's no tea, no shade. You work Eugene like a dog. Y'all the girl. You work Eugene like a slave, baby. Girl. Just for you to turn around and not want to give $1,000 for a party that we're throwing together. So now we got to talk about you not wanting to contribute. And now we got to talk about, girl, it's only $1,000. And then when people start talking about y'all broke or having financial issues, girl, you gonna swap it down, y'all not. But what are we to think that, girl, because you can't even give $1,000. Girl. Or you don't want to give $1,000. Not can't. I don't want to say she can't give it. She didn't want to give it. I just that when I say that drives me insane when it comes to Toya. I just want, if you don't want, my whole thing is, if you're gonna be that girl all the way through. Girl. If you want to play that part, play the part all the way through. If you want to be the rich housewife who, buy $17,000 handbags and live in $1 million homes, but then you want to act the fool with your castmates because, girl, they just asked you for $1,000, and you got somebody in a group who chipped in 11 to 15,000. Now we got to look at you sideways and crazy. Anyways, so listen. I can't talk about the details of the story because I did not listen. So the woman named Ressa Tessa, is that her name? Everybody knows about the TikTok. I think it was like 50 plus parts and it went viral. I saw everybody talking about it. There's no way, if you are someone who gets onto social media or even just, girl, Google, it didn't pop. Like, there's no way. The only way you would not know this story existed if you have just not picked up your phone. Girl, not been on anything, any type of entertainment site. Like, that's the only way, because it was everywhere. Okay? But she came out with a story, basically, from what I understand. Girl, it was just a relationship gone wrong. Again, I didn't listen to it. However, I knew about it because it was everywhere. Charlamagne the God, just hilarious. T.S. Madison, that was a big ass mess. I want to talk about Charlamagne the God. That's who wig I want to tug on today. I can't really get into the T.S. Madison and just hilarious beef because I didn't keep up with that either. I was in and out of it. And plus, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Anytime I see anything that has to do with LGBTQ, especially trans women, right? Because trans men, as far as when I see the blogs, we really don't discuss trans men. We should, but anytime there's any type of conversation or like a beef with trans people, it's never like a beef with a trans man. It's always like the trans women. So I didn't even really just pay attention to it because I already knew, at least as far as like what people had to say. Anytime it involves like a trans woman, girl, the people are automatically going to be on the opposite side. That's not that I've just come to. That's just what it is. Even if the trans person could be 1,000,000% right, I'm not saying that T.S. Madison was. Again, because I didn't really pay attention to what was going on. I was clocking certain stuff, but I know that they're not going to say that the person is right. They're automatically going to say the person was wrong. Charlamagne the God came out. They were on the Breakfast Club, and let me see if I have a little bit of the audio. And they were talking about the girl. Everybody had something to say about the situation, right? Not me, of course, because I didn't watch it, but a lot of people were chiming in on the story. And the lady made it down. That's how big the story got. The lady made it down to Tamron Hall. And I saw that. I said, oh. And she pretty much called out Charlamagne the God. She didn't say his name in the clip that I saw, but she called him out nonetheless. And I knew Charlamagne was going to say something because at this point, it's just not, the back and forth between T.S. Madison and Jess Hilarious. Girl, Miss Stigna made it down to Tamron Hall and she done called you out. So I knew Charlamagne was going to have something to say in response. Let me see if I have the initial clip, part of it. And this is how you know people just be lying. Like people lie when it's like documented evidence to prove what you said was not the truth. This is some of what Charlamagne had to say at first, okay? This is some of it. Listen closely.
Be honest with you, man. I hear a lot of big back behavior. Does she have a big back? She do give Sheila that was driving up the mountain. Okay. What's the thing with big back? No, I'm just saying because in a situation like this, some of you big backs, y'all got to stop being so thirsty for a man. Big back belief isn't like everybody else's belief. Okay. It don't matter how big her back is. No, it don't. It does because this is big back behavior. Be honest with you, man. I hear a lot of big back behavior. Does she have a big back?
And even in one clip that I also heard, he said that he didn't know who she was, but also said that basically physically her looks, she didn't look like Jill Scott, her character Sheila in Why Did I Get Married. So how you gonna sit here and like you lying? Like you lying. Like nigga, you lying. You know how the lady look. Because you don't know if she look like Sheila or not. But you know because you know how she look. And you know she don't look like Jill Scott. You see what I'm like people just be lying. Okay? Anyways. All I want to say is this. And I'm going to try my hardest not to get worked up. I'm going to try my hardest not to get worked up. I wanted to go live. I like to go live sometimes. I like to give, I like to give this live, raw, quicker. It's just coming off my tongue. Okay? The girls get to experience. Okay? Rodney the Voice. Okay? Live. Okay? But no, but for real. What Charlamagne tried to do was paint this picture. Here we go. That's the ghost of Charlamagne. Girl, I'm still gonna tell this story. Whether this ring light working or not, I'm still gonna say what I got to say. Because I don't need this ring light. Okay? Girl, as long as this girl, I don't need this microphone either. Okay? As long as this camera working, that's all I need. Anyway, What Charlamagne tried to do was paint a picture that fat women behave a certain way over a man. And then what other people tried to do in the comment section was act as if Charlamagne was not talking about her basically acting this way over a man because she's fat, when that's exactly what he did. I'm not letting nobody play in my face. That's exactly what he did. As if the girls who don't have big backs don't look like dummies over dick either. Because we could go around the room. Hello? Jess, was your back big when Country Wayne was dragging your ass? Was Gia's back big? Was her insecurities, was her self-esteem in the trash when DJ Envy was out here crawling in between Erica Mena legs and coming back and crawling in between hers? Was that big back behavior? Charlamagne, when you was out here cheating on your wife and she stayed, was she acting like Sheila? Look at Megan Good. We have never seen Megan Good look dumb over a man up until a few months ago. Megan Good has been at the courthouse with Jonathan Majors more than she's been on a red carpet with Jonathan Majors. I think her first appearance on a red carpet was the other day. Other than that, the only carpet she's been stepping on with Jonathan Majors was downtown New York courthouse. Hello? Does she give you big back behavior? She came into a situation with a man, and you have women out there talking about he's violent with them. So again, to try and act like Ressa Tessa was acting the way that she act only because she's a fat woman. Now we're gonna have some honest conversations. We're not gonna sit here and act like people look at fat people as desirable, because we don't, right? Everybody is on Ozempic for a reason. Everybody trying to get skin. I ain't gonna say some people want to get skinny because of health reasons. Don't get it twisted, right? But a lot of us have issues when it comes to our bodies, our weight. Girl, I'm over here trying to be as slim, thick, as fast as possible. Hello? Right? Because we know how fat people are treated. We know. So her being a big girl, could that possibly weigh into why she decided to stay with and deal with all that shit she was dealing with? Possibly so. But that doesn't take away from the fact that, because let me also add to that, because we also know that there's a chance that he could be telling her, ain't nobody gonna want your fat ass anyways. All the things that he could be saying to her that could also weigh in on why she feels the need to stay with this man. But we also not gonna sit here and act like the girls who are looked at as desirable don't go through the same. Because if we're gonna be honest about it, on some real shit, let's just get into it. If we really want to talk about examples of big back behavior, let me say this before we get into this too. I'm so sick and tired of people getting online talking about, oh, it was just a joke. It's always a joke when the joke ain't about you. It's always a joke. It ain't no joke if it's about me and bitch, I ain't laughing. If you want to make a joke about big back behavior, talk about your wife. Talk about DJ Envy's wife. Talk about your homegirl across the way, just hilarious. If y'all want to talk about big back behavior, don't bring me into it. And yes, we do say this thing now, big back, right? We say it all the time. I don't know why I feel like I don't know why we have to have these conversations. If Ressa got online and said that she had a big back, that don't give you permission to say the same thing. If I get online and be like, girl, you know my big back ass is down there eating, and then you turn around and be like, girl, you know that bitch got a big back. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. It ain't no different than you might call your girlfriend a bitch, but girl, that don't mean that I can. Anyways, so that's what I was saying. Once we start to go down, we can go down this road of women, men acting a certain way, right? But if we really want to be honest about it, we have more examples of the girls who are deemed attractive giving big back behavior than the girls who actually have big backs, right? And I'm talking about on a larger scale. I'm talking about like when we used to start going down that road of celebrities, uh, famous people, however you want to word it, right? We have more examples. Ressa Tessa became an overnight sensation. I don't know how long her 15 minutes are gonna last, right? It could last, girl, for 15 minutes, or it could last, girl, for a long time. But we have more examples of the girls who look like Megan Good, Beyonce, Halle Berry, Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, right? Giving big back behavior, giving Sheila behavior, driving up a mountain to go rescue a man from a man who treats you like shit, than we do from the actual Ressa Tessas, the girls with the big backs. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? I hope that ain't went over nobody's head. We have more examples on a larger scale when we talk about celebrities, the people who have 15 minutes of fame, a little bit of celebrities coming from the girls who are deemed attractive more than we have the girls who are fat. Because the girls who are fat are not with the niggas. They're not, the spotlight is not on them, right? When you think about these women who are celebrities, right? When you think about these men, once they get a little bit of money, they can now get the woman of their dreams. And the woman of their dreams is usually not someone who's fat. So now you have the Beyonce who let Jay-Z dog her out, and she stayed, and she's Beyonce. She was another dummy over dick, if we're going to be honest about it. Look at Nicki. Look who Nicki married. Nicki married somebody with a whole record, and we ain't even got to say what's on the record. We know what's on the record. Look at Rihanna. Rihanna's a whole billionaire. Over there popping out kids with a man who they say shot his best friend or shot one of his friends. His ass could be going to jail anytime now. Look at Halle Berry. Over there having babies with a man and got to turn around and pay them child support. Hey! Hello? Look at all these girls on TV, whether it's Real Housewives, Love and Hip Hop, Zeus, VH1, WeTV, and look at the image. All of them. They don't look like Ressa Tessa, and they getting dogged out. But y'all are trying to act like it's only Ressa Tessa or fat women who are in situations with men and stay in situations with men all because their self-esteem is low, right? They just want a man. When really and truly, it's all of them. And when I say all of them, I'm throwing the gay men in there too. Because they stupid over niggas too. Dumb. I was just on the blogs the other day and they over there fighting and fussing over niggas. Just looking stupid. It's just not the fat girls, y'all. Because the truth of the matter is, while the fat girls, we could probably say that because people don't usually deem fat people, period, across the board, no matter the gender, attractive, At least I know this might sound problematic or what I'm about to say. I know it's gonna sound problematic. At least with them, at least they have somewhat of a reason to feel as though they're not worthy of a love because people always put down fat people as if they can't get somebody. What's Beyonce's excuse? What's Rihanna's excuse? Because those are the girls we put on pedestals and say they're the baddest bitches walking around. They still get with niggas who ain't shit or either dog them out. We tell them they can have any man in the world. We tell Ressa Tessa, you just better be satisfied a man even want your ass or want your fat ass. But then we tell Rihanna and Beyonce and Nicki and all the other girls, y'all can have any man in the world. And they still stay with a nigga who dogged them out. Or still get with somebody who could potentially go to jail and leave them with 2 kids. Hey, Rihanna. Look at Gia. Gia over there with girl 55,000 kids from DJ Envy. After DJ Envy, girl, was on the radio, girl, letting the people know that he had an affair on her. She still stuck around. And then come to find out he not even pleasing that lady. He just crawling on top of her, ejaculating inside her body, and she just having kids. She ain't even getting pleased in the process. But y'all got the nerve to talk about Ressa Tessa and the other fat girls. I'll try to act like it's a big girl behavior. It's big back behavior. Girl, stop. I'm like, don't even play. Y'all know Charlamagne know what he was saying. Y'all know what Charlamagne was saying. He said it. He tried to play in people's faces. I'm not letting him play in mine. Anyways, that's all I had to say. That's all I had to say. Even like with Heather Gay, quiet as it's kept. I need to watch the whole thing. But even I know y'all don't watch the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Heather Gay even came out and let it be known that she's taking Ozempic, and basically how like we live in a world where we try and act like it's body positivity, but the truth of the matter is, girl, people treat fat people like shit, and because we see how fat people are treated, girl, we all trying to be skinny, and people ate Heather up for saying that, but it's the truth. It's the truth. We're gonna talk about that in another in another Oh girl, listen to this. Married to Medicine star Dr. Heavenly reveals she sold her beauty supply store. I'll count this as one of my lessons. Girl, I'm not mad at nobody who able to open up something. Even if it doesn't succeed, girl, I'm not mad at it. So this is according to Jasmine Brand, but I do got something to say though, because she shouldn't have opened up that store in the first place. The married, or at least she should have. I don't know, girl. People don't equate. Even though Dr. Heavenly is a very pretty woman to me, she is. And when Dr. Heavenly get done up, you can't fool with Dr. Heavenly. When Dr. Heavenly be at those Married to Medicine reunions, Dr. Heavenly be one of the baddest ones on the stage. But we also have to say that no one like it's kind of like Robin Dixon. Like Robin Dixon is not an ugly woman by far, but nobody thinks of beauty in Robin Dixon. You see what I'm saying? It's just like it's no different than when Marlo tried to get into the wig industry. Nobody thinks of Marlo in wigs. We think of Marlo in fashion. So I think you just have to know your lane. Even you may want to be a private investor, girl. I don't know, but I didn't think it was gonna work, to be honest, because nobody just equates Dr. Heavenly with a beauty supply store. They just don't. But anyways, I'm not mad at her for trying something. The Married to Medicine cast member recently shared with followers she sold her Atlanta-based beauty supply store, suggesting it didn't live up to her expectations. It's official. I've sold Heavenly Beauty ATL. I'll count. This is one of my lessons. I've learned a lot. I dare you to fail. Come on, Dr. Heavenly. In subsequent posts, the Bravo star answered a few questions from some of her followers. After one person asked if there will be a mass inventory sale, She responded, no, they bought the inventory. Another commentator asked if the medical professional is willing to share advice about the experience, to which Dr. Heavenly responded, I will. Check out my free webinar at drheavenlyuniversity.com. The last question she answered got to the nitty gritty about Dr. Heavenly's decision to forego the location. One of her 183,000 followers asked if she sold the business because she was overrunning it or because it wasn't doing well financially, to which the TV personality answered, both. I think it didn't do well because I didn't want to do it without Alora. She was, I remember her really not pressuring, but I remember her bringing up to Alora on the show, one of the reasons why she should stay in Atlanta and go to college is because she could still help with the beauty supply store. Anyways, girl, Dr. Heavenly gonna be all right. Dr. Heavenly, I already let y'all know, girl, I was a millionaire by the time I turned 30. Girl, I already had my house before I got on this show. Dr. Heavenly gonna be all right. But again, I don't think anybody ever really thought of, put Heavenly into the beauty industry, especially wigs. You know what I'm saying? Hair. Like, and it has nothing to do. Like I said, nobody would put Robin Dixon in that industry either. But it wouldn't. They wouldn't put Dr. Jackie in it. They wouldn't put Dr. Simone in it. Right? They would probably put Quad. Phaedra, maybe, since she doing her wig thing now. Maybe even Mariah. But not not any of the other ladies. Anyways, that's all I got. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Bye, y'all.